Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faras Ramadan. I'm from English Language Teaching Department from TPA3C. In this occasion, I'm going to make a video for final exam of Philosophy of Islamic Education. In this occasion, I'm going to present about Imam Al-Ghazali. Biography of Imam Al-Ghazali. Imam Al-Ghazali or Abu Hamid Muhammad bin Muhammad Al-Ghazali At-Tusi Ash-Shafi'i, born in Tus 1055 Masehi and died in Tus on 1111 on 14 Jumadil Akhir on 53 years old. He was Persian Muslim philosopher and theologian, known as Al-Ghazali in the medieval Western world. His title is Al-Ghazali At-Tusi in connection with his father, who worked as a wool spinner, and his birthplace was Ghazala in Tus city, Khurasan, Persia. While the title Ash-Shafi'i indicates that he belongs to Shafi'i sect. He comes from a poor family. His father has a high ambition that he wants his son to be a pious man or alim person. Al-Ghazali is a leading Islamic scholar, thinker, philosopher, and contributed a lot to development of human progress. He previously held the position of vice chancellor at Madrasah Nizamiyah, a university in Baghdad. Imam Al-Ghazali died on 14 Jumadil Akhir in the year 505 Hijriah or 1111 Masehi in Zus. His body was buried at his birthplace. Al-Ghazali has expertise in various disciplines, both a philosopher, Sufi, and educator. He compiled several books in order to revive the science of religion. Basically, the books he authored are an attempt to purify the heart of Muslims from error, as well as defense against the attack of outsiders, both Muslim and the West or Orientalists. Due to his service in connecting and conducting defensive training against such attack, he was given the title of Hujjat al-Muslim. From an early age, Al-Ghazali was known as a child who loved to study science, because not so surprisingly, since childhood, he has studied with a number of teachers in his hometown. Among his teachers at that time was Ahmad ibn Muhammad al-Razikani. In addition, he did not hesitate to study with teachers in other districts far from his hometown. He studied not only in the city of Miyaspur but also in Khurasan, which at that time was one of the important centers of science in the Islamic world. He also became a disciple of Imam Al-Haramain Al-Juwaini. Al-Ghazali not only studied theology, Sufism, and philosophy, but also Islamic law, logic, and natural science. Al-Ghazali was appointed lecturer at Nizamiyah University on 484 Hijriah in Baghdad. Due to his increasing achievement, at the age of 34, Al-Ghazali was appointed as the leader of the university. During his tenure as a rector, Al-Ghazali wrote many books conveying several fields such as jurisprudence, theology, and so on. The work of Imam Al-Ghazali. There are several works, such as religious knowledge, Sufism, philosophy, and jurisprudence. From religious knowledge, there are Al-Munaqid min Al-Dalal, Hujat Al-Haq, Al-Iqtisad fil I'tiqad, and so on. From Sufism, there are Mizan al-Amal, Ihya Ulumuddin, Badiyat al-Hidayah, and so on. And from philosophy, there are Maqasid al-Falasifa, Tahafut al-Falasifa, Miyar al-Ilmi fi Fan al-Mantiq, and so on. And from jurisprudence, there are Fatawi Al-Ghazali, Al-Wasit fi Al-Mahab, Kitab Tahzib Al-Isul, and so on. From Tought of Imam Al-Ghazali, during his leadership at Nizamiyah Madrasah in Baghdad, Al-Ghazali continued his predecessor educational policy, which has implemented a classy education system according to student competency level. At basic level, tools are taught such as language, logic, mathematics, and so on. Furthermore, he is taught the science of fiqh and usul. At the high level, the science of kalam is taught and jadal scientific tool or debat rhetoric. The emphasis of teaching is focused on fiqh Syafi'i and kalam Ash'ari. In the Nisabur period, after practicing his halwat in Damascus, Al-Ghazali perfected the syllabus by emphasizing Junaid Baghdadi's Sufism. Until now, all education characterized by Sunni emphasized these three main aspects, namely fiqh Syafi'i, kalam Ash'ari, and tasawuf Junaid Baghdadi. Meanwhile, philosophy is limited because it has a great potential to mislead those who study it. In Ihya Ulumuddin, Al-Ghazali teaches about the importance of paying attention to the age development of students. According to him, at the age of children up to 14 years old, children need more time to play. So if the children feel tired with theoretical lesson, the teacher should end the material and provide time for playing breaks. According to him, playing for children is the most important activity to spur children's intelligence because through that children's creativity can grow and develop. If the urge to play is restrained, then the child's creativity is difficult to develop, and he has potentially to grow into a destructive person. In terms of learning, Al-Ghazali greatly emphasizes the aspect of manner between teacher and student. According to him, teachers should have the nature of affection for their student and treat them gently as they treat their own children. Teacher should also be honest with their children or students, such as the mental attitude of some who is knowledgeable. According to Al-Ghazali, an alim should be committed to his knowledge by acting in accordance with his knowledge. A pious person or alim person should also be able to generate high motivation for others to have high enthusiasm for studying. If it's not prestigious to say you don't know if you don't know, not telling the truth to people who are believed to have no ability to understand and practice the truth, such as a truth conceptual or philosophical in kalam science problems. A pious person should also be good listener, so that he can respect the opinion of other and willing to accept a correct argument, and even if it comes from the opponent of the debate. In the book Fatawul Ulum, as quoted by Nakostin, Al-Ghazali advised teachers not to let their students behave badly. However, in reproving a disciple, do not embrace him in front of the crowd. Teachers should not berate their students because it will break down their mentality and it can provoke the student to act worse. Teachers also should not allow other teachers to harm their students. Teachers should also avoid teaching anything that is beyond the ability of their student. Teachers should set a good example for the students. Teachers should also be able to guide students and to choose a good social environment and avoid them from bad friends, because a bad social environment will also have a bad impact on students. However, in addition to paying attention to the relationship between teacher and student and the environment, Al-Ghazali strongly emphasized the role of parent in Ilya. Al-Ghazali explained, parents are responsible for studying their children properly, because it is in their hands that the innocent child and his clean conscience are handed over. His heart is like a mirror that is ready to reflect any image placed in front of him and imitate whatever he sees. He can be good citizen if he is well educated, and he can harm others if he is badly educated. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the parent or guardian to take care of child or students, because the parents will share in the happiness or suffering as a result of their child's or student's action. And let the child be accustomed to struggle, do not be accustomed to all the confidence. Be respectful, simple, and serious in him. It should be guarded not to enjoy money and other possessions, for that is a step that can lead to contention. When he has grown up, then leave him to a superior and good teacher to teach himself knowledge and lead to the right path. Surrendering the child to a stupid teacher is evil as plunging a child into ignorance. As for the manners of students, he should listen to the teacher's words, not things that are necessary and good. Have a good prejudice to the teacher. Capture the content of the lesson given by the teacher. Do not interrupt the teacher's speech. Ask when the teacher has finished speaking. Do not say loud and rude. Not comparing and competing teacher opinions with one another, and show serious in learning. That is the manner for the student, according from Al-Ghazali Tought. So I think that's all my presentation in this occasion. Well, thank you very much for the attention. I'm very sorry if there is any mistake in my videos. See you next time, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.